Things are just going swell. I really did just make a masterpiece of a farm. These golems were a mistake. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, we're stopping. Anyway, back sooner than you thought I was going to be. Hello. English is hard sometimes, man. Anyway, as I mentioned in the last video, building that, we ended up building this cool little fountain. As you can tell, this is definitely a me build because of how bad. Well, I don't think it looks bad, but it definitely is lacking in something. I'm not necessarily sure what, but it's cool. It's interesting. I like it. I put some coral, put some grass, pickles in here to give it some life. This might be a little dead area right here that we might need to fix, but that's fine. And I'm sure you're wondering, like, obviously that's an iron farm. That's the spider farm. That's multifaceted of like a bunch of farms. What's this? Well, my very curious viewer, let's go down and find out. Oh, I guess I just spoiled it. Anyway, you come down here into this obscurely placed trapdoor and just let fate guide you down, and whee! And would you look at that? We're in a cool little tree farm. So I tried to rebuild. Let's just tackle this. I tried to rebuild that up there. And as you can tell, I am not the best recreator. Well, obviously the chunky creeper was a hint if you didn't know. But yeah, this is a simple little tree farm. Helps me grow like, I think like 8 trees plus some fungi and mushrooms and all that. Pretty cool, pretty fun stuff. But it does use quite a bit of bone meal. And I'm gonna be honest, we're lacking a little bit. Besides the skeleton farm that I have, this is my only reliable source of bone meal, which also it grabs moss as well. If I flick the lever down here, flick this lever, it'll collect. How do people play in F3 or yeah, F5 mode? Anyway, it collects moss if I flick that lever. The moss is not flicked though, so it's just making bone meal. And I've been robbing it a lot. But as you might be able to figure out, this is a bit inefficient on how exactly to build a bone meal farm. So I bet you don't know what today's plan is. Also, I have to tackle this before we get involved into things. I made an auto crafter to make it all into bone blocks, and I've never been like more proud. This is where originally I stole this to make over there with the iron farm. But yeah, as you can tell, I've robbed this of all of its bone meal, and it's just cool because if I go into my F4, it's just basically comparator comparing, and when they meet up, send a symbol and hits the thingy. I probably could have done that way easier some other way, but well, as you are slowly learning as you watch more videos, or if you pulled up into a stream or anything of this channel, things being easy are not my specialty. I'm gonna walk into up. So I'm thinking this plot of land right here, and then we could slowly start building the road that'll be in between these. And honestly, I do kind of want to today, as we're building the house for the bone meal farm, I want to have it where we have little tiny homes right next to it, like attached to it almost. And that is currently the plan. So last time we ran into the fun issues of I built the farm first, or I built the house first, then I tried to fit the farm into the house. This time we're gonna do the opposite of that. Hey, look, the sun's coming out. Yeah, this time we're gonna do the opposite of that, where I build the farm first. Hopefully I do it well, and then as I'm building, I'm just gonna run the farm so we get access to more bone meal. I also probably should just build a wither skeleton farm. Like, bro, you're 4,000 days in hardcore Minecraft. What are you doing? Why are you so inefficient? Why? Okay, I'll see you guys in a second after the farm's done, because nobody cares. Farm's boring. Boom. So I think it's safe to say that the farm's working. Do I have any clue how it works? Good question. Now, as you would see, the water come out of thing. Moss grow because bone meal. I have the note blocks obviously like trigger the observer, and this note block triggers that observer. I don't know why. Like these are triggering that, but like, do I understand this where I could like build it again? No. The tutorial that I followed that will be in the description, it jumped around so much that this took like the time lapse is not going to give you the correct time. The frame of time that I took to build this was wow. But anyway, while I was building, I do have somewhat of an idea for how we can cover this and put a building around it, and I need to get some building supplies. So we're gonna go behind me to my base. We're gonna go to the base. We're gonna get supplies, and I will be right back. All right, I got my supplies of stuff. I'm probably missing some stuff. At this point, I just build by the seat of my pants. Unlike these two and that, I'm just kind of building as you see with the fountain, just by doing whatever. And that usually leads me into, I'm gonna probably spend like 3 hours on this, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. So, first, I have an idea of let's set like boundaries here with stairs. So, bro, am I going crazy? Am I stupid? I totally am. 1, 2, 3. How the okay.
10 years later.
Did I get it? I don't know if this is, are we just gonna roll with it and just, if someone notices something isn't perfect, we just nuke them. I just can nuke them, right? Right, guys? Like, I don't know. It has been 40 minutes and this is all I've done. Please, no one notice anything if it's off. I'm sure actually I'll notice something's off. All right, so now I think we're gonna fill in the ground for right now like this, and you'll see what I'm cooking in just a few seconds, minutes, hours, who knows. So I'm staring, okay. I think leaving the machine on was a bad idea because this is so loud. Let's turn it off. Pretty good bone meal. But anyway, as I was trying to say before, things got very distracting. I can't tell if these glass pieces are important to anything, or can I break them and place smooth sandstone? Because obviously they're blocking like this from falling, the water. But is anything important where I need glass here instead of smooth stone? Let's find out. Have I broken anything? Well, first, of course, the glass went straight in. How is this still going? Oh, that's why. Let's test this by running it, just making sure that I have not broken anything. Oops. Well, it doesn't seem like I've broken anything. Pillars, and we're going to be using chiseled sandstone for this. So where exactly do I want this? 4 pillars. Maybe like, so we go up here and we go up 3. Although maybe not. That might be too close. Or yeah, too close to the farm. So maybe... Definitely more than 4, I'm thinking. Definitely more than 4 pillars, because... How about right here? Right here. So that's a 4-way door. And then, oh, wait. We could, okay, that's 2 3s, which is actually, that works pretty well, I feel like. I'm thinking like it might have like an observatory area, like, because we're gonna go up and you're gonna be able to view the farm from down below. Like, you'll be looking down at it through glass, you know? I think I'll keep using smooth sandstone, which is sad because it's very expensive to make. Or maybe not expensive, but it's just slow. How do I feel about that? Why am I looking in here? I have all the important stuff here. This might be a good situation for cut sandstone, depending. Yeah, no, cut sandstone actually works pretty well here. Do I have anything that I could build with that wouldn't be annoying? You know what? We're gonna do it. No one judge me. So I could do this. Well, not that. Actually, do I like sandstone there? Or do I want smooth stone right there? I'm okay. It might be a little busy. That honestly, I don't like that blackness, but also maybe I do. I'm not exactly sure. That's okay. Maybe not though, because that's a very, like, it has a very messy bottom. Maybe we just go for the smooth sandstone and deal with like the... I kind of do like how it... I don't know if you can see like that. That looks like it has an indent almost. Like this, where my crosshair is. And this one doesn't have that same indent. It like is going that way, where it seems like it's not... Yeah, it's not perfect. And I do like that. If that makes any sense to anyone. Because I know sometimes my rambling makes no sense at all. And then afterwards, I look back and it's just like, what? No, that's not at all good. There's something brewing. I just need to figure out the what. And then we could have like just a flat wall right here, basically. The more I stare at this, the more insane I'm going. Cause like there's a visual happening here, which honestly, maybe we try to get to what I'm thinking first before we go anywhere else. And you guys are probably thinking like, what is bro cooking? And you're actually right to question me, because I can't even place a block right there. Well, I can, but I couldn't. Does this screw up the farm at all? I don't think it does. Okay, so obviously the walls are very, very basic right now. I slowly started to add some details to them, but not everything is quite there just yet, obviously, because I want to figure out the exact design we're looking for. And now that I am up here, you guys think I'm high enough to start using wood, or are things gonna start burning? Why was I about to... You guys saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing. Now, what I was thinking is... What was I thinking? Alright, so what I was thinking is... Do we put these in? Or do they might... No, they might be too similar working together, where they might blend off one another too much. Although maybe that's what I'm looking for. I cannot tell if I am cooking or not. Okay, I can't keep looking at this honestly without just thinking it's ugly. So we're gonna be putting random stairs, steps, and walls stairs, steps, well, steps and stairs are the same thing. But anyway, we're gonna be doing something like how we did, or well, like how I did. Can you even see it? Like that, where two steps are right next to each other and they make a little window. And I think it'd be kind of cool with this one, where it's just like, oh hey. Although maybe we get the right step. Oh, of course, I don't really have that many steps. Although I guess it gives it some like texture. And maybe if I add more of them, it'll be fine. Maybe. I think it was just because I was trying to do more than one. Like I was trying to do a wide window. Well, that's not what I was looking for at all. Although it's probably going to give me the same thing. It is cool that lava peeks through that. I will say that. I hate Enderman. I heard it. Where is he? I hate Enderman. Sorry. I just like... I got triggered. I heard Enderman sounds. Whoopsies. I've accidentally made a dark spot for you guys to spawn in. Let's end that right now. Yeah, now here we are that we can click the start button if we dare so we so choose. And honestly, I'm staring at this and I kind of want to try something. Well, that's not at all what I was aiming for. And then, hello. I don't have enough wood, probably. I didn't. Can I get away with like a trap door that is not really what I want, considering? No. Also, get the lantern out for a second. Okay, so I don't know if I cooked or burnt down the kitchen. We could also put the shelves up there. And they're okay like that. Oh, what do I do here? Do I just... Oh, I was like, how did I just cut that so quick? Honestly, I do kind of like the idea of leaving some of them darker, but maybe not, because that would be like the really only dark block on the thing, you know? That might run into a few issues. So now that we have all of this, I think this is honestly too messy up top here. But we could fix that, because I do want to have some pillars going up, because obviously we need a somewhat roof. And am I gonna... Did I really make no walls for this? Can you make walls? You can in fact make walls. Well, I've committed. Okay, so what I'm thinking for the roof is I don't have enough. I don't have enough slabs for this. Can I get away with making... I probably don't need sandstone, so we could probably just say screw it. We have 2 stacks. Is this enough for what I think maybe I planned? We'll find out. And now I kind of wanted to do... I don't know if that'll work necessarily, but I think it's kind of cool. Also, I'm not gonna lie, my texture pack keeps freaking me out. I keep thinking I'm gonna, well, yeah, my texture pack that makes the glass like kind of invisible. I keep thinking I'm gonna fall, but I put glass there already. So what I had planned initially when I was thinking of having an open ceiling is having some of these guys come down and we could have them be growing. And like we could have like one right there, and that's why I brought some, because I knew that I was not gonna have enough. Also, before I forget, let me grab this. And then maybe like one right, no, because we already have one in that corner. Let's see if this still works with a lot of what I've built on it, just to confirm, you know. So we go out here, come up here. Everything is, honestly, it should collect better because stuff was getting stuck on the glass right here. So now it should collect pretty well. And we could probably make it even better if we block off these like we didn't. You know? Sometimes they pop. Oh, wait. Okay, what if we get a spore blossom up there? Honestly, I'm okay with that. That actually looks kind of cool. Honestly, maybe we have like some like... I'm thinking of something that doesn't necessarily need to be here, but we could make it. Like, maybe a little library, because that looks like a little nice little reading place, ignoring the lava. Yeah, this might be a fun little thing to do. Like, we just have like a corner of books almost, and then we just have like a simple little like, I realized, is that the same exact way I built the other steps? I think it is. You know, we just have a little simple reading corner. This one you could read while facing the books. I'm trying to click F5 and I keep clicking F4. This one you can face the farm. This is kind of in your way, I won't lie. Is there a way for me to fix that? There definitely is. I just need to grab this first, because I know once I break it, it's gonna... Yeah. Okay. Now it's not in your face. I don't know how to feel about this. I will not lie. These other brothers can't deny. On one hand, I kind of like it, but then when we go out, it's definitely a little messy. I am enjoying how it looks, and then we obviously have the bone meal farm right underneath us, and man, stop looking away. I do really like how this looks. Are we considering it done? Nothing in my world really is done, I would say, but I would consider this a victory. Okay, so I have no clue when I'm going to cut the video off, but I think I'm happy with the final results as we currently have. So let me back up into this chair. Yeah, I do think this is a very cool little, like, cute little cozy reading nook. You could grab a book out of the library, sit here, watch the bone meal be read, or you could turn around, see the giant creeper kaiju, you know, the local deity of the town. Peek out over here, you get to see the watchtower. I guess you can't really see the watchtower, but you know, come over here, you get to see the rest of the town. Well, the town that does not exist right now, but will soon. And if we come out, it's probably easier just to fly out like this. We have the sand. I do think this is a little awkward right here, so we might need to fix that. But the sand is slowly burying this side of the build. I had a little like stray sand here, and I do think that's pretty good. I like the roof, the little like peaked roof that we have. It's very basic, but it works, you know. A little bit different than these guys. Actually, these all have different roofs, I'm just now realizing, which is good. They all should be unique and stand out, especially because all three of these are me following someone else, and this one is my own invention, so I'm happy with that. Do I have anything else to add? I don't think I do. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me be a schmuck, and I'm gonna be honest, I think I spent forever trying to line it up. Like these steps, trying to line it up and actually make it work accordingly. I still don't know if they work accordingly, but I really hope they do. If not, that's gonna be really awkward. So for now, my name is Mills. I think. What is my name? I don't know. My name is Mills. It's been a pleasure doing this. And yeah, I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.